Hello. What's up, guys? You're watching the Quezt, and I'm your host, Robert Dylan Vasquez. We're out here for episode 47. It is 12/3/21.
Turn on.
And we're counting down to Christmas. What's up, guys? I'm going to start off with some advice I got in my dream this week. But first, how has your guys' week been? You're out here on a day that ends with a Y, and good luck escaping that. Oh, man. TBD on the CZ. I'm going to start out with some advice I got in my dream. Now, I woke up in the middle of the night, a little bit of perspiration, a little bit of... I had this dream, and as I was having the dream, some guy, I don't know who it was, some guy came out of nowhere, and he goes, "Hey, what's the worst thing that's ever happened to you? Take out all the stuff behind it, all the subtext, everything behind it, the backstory, everything. Just say it." And I was like, losing my dad. And he's like, "Okay, now give me a positive about that." And I'm like, he's not suffering anymore. And it was easier for me to do that if I just break it down into that one. Am I making sense? I woke up at 3:59 in the morning, and in my dream, it made sense. So I get on my phone, and it's like, I'm squinting at it, like trying to type it into my notes. And and in my notes it says, "Say the worst thing that's ever happened to you, but don't mean..." Dude, it was so jumbled. I was sleep Robert, dream Robert, and then awake and coherent Robert. Those are three different things. Those are three different people. So what I'm trying to interpret the dream, or what it means, is things are what they are. Like, you don't have to add everything onto the situation. Things are exactly what they are. I had to stop going to school. All right, what's a positive about that? Maybe I wasn't meant to do what I was going to school to do. But if I add all the stuff on it, I drank Four Loko and Henny and passed out in my back seat, and one of my best friends at the time drove our second family car off a bridge, and and we went down to a one family car, and my father told me some angry things. No. Maybe I wasn't meant to do that. So break it down. Whatever the worst thing that's ever happened to you is, break it down into its simplest form, and then try to make a positive out of that alone. Nothing else behind it. Stop putting the weight of the world on your shoulders or that situation. This is dream advice. I'm not telling you to take any of this. But if you do, kudos. On a brighter note, or on a weirder note, not a brighter note, maybe, depending on who you are. Dude, PETA is back at it again. They launched a gruesome online shop, and the goods are made of human leathers. What are you doing? I was showing people at work, and they were like, "Ooh, is that real?" I'm like, "Yeah. I mean, it's as real as the New York Post is." And the New York Post on Twitter. Take it for what it is, but that's where I get most of my weird news for you guys. So with PETA doing this, I was going around telling people, like I said, and I was my line, it was like, I'll just get one from home. I'll just make one at home. And give them a second to process it, and they're just like, what? And I'm like fucking whistling Jeepers Creepers in the back, like dude, that would be sick. My second one was like, that doesn't look like a white leather jacket or whatever. I'm just saying. Why is the pigmentation of the jacket like brown? Anyways, what is this gonna do? This is gonna backfire. You know that jacket's gonna be so fucking warm. What? Me and you and I, male, female, or other, you and I are in a cave. It's cold. Hang on. You and I are in a cave. It's cold. We start shivering. You whisper, Robert? Yeah? I'm cold. Yeah. Let's cuddle. And that's how we survive. My mind's telling me no, but my body's telling me yes. Dude, I don't know if I could go out in that jacket. It depends on where they getting the skin from. Are there going to be hair follicles? Are there going to be organs? Like not organs, but like features, like lips, noses, like that looks pretty crazy to me, dude. So I think this is going to backfire. I think you're not going to find a warmer product on the market. It might have a dude, I don't know how they're going to do it. I don't know how they're going to do it, but I'm all in. That bag, fire. That jacket is what I'm really looking at. You know your boy's going to come on the Quest. I'll be like, I did it. I mean, I spent an arm and a leg, but why would you do that? Why would... I just want you to know I didn't want to do that. I didn't want to do that. Okay. So we'll leave PETA how they are. Dude, they are so weird. That's the second thing I've done on PETA. They're so weird. I watched a movie this week. Now, I watched this movie because a coworker of mine told me, bro, you got to go see that movie. I'm like, okay. I mean, I wasn't like itching to see it in general, but I watched it because I've been doing this thing where I get an opinion on something and I don't give it a try, whether it be doing more research on the topic, watching it for what it is. I gather an opinion and I shouldn't. That's a bad thing to do. So, in order to obtain said opinion, I watched Bruised with Halle Berry. I'm not sorry. So, let me start off by saying, to the person that made me watch this, this movie is lucky that Halloween Kills came out and I saw that one to get an opinion on it. Because this, of 2021, this is the second biggest piece of dog shit I've ever seen in my life. it has as many plot holes as 85 has potholes. I got angry watching this movie. Now, I went a little in at work. I said that it was this, this, and this, and this. I'm not going to go into it because it's probably some cancelable stuff. But I did not like it. So many plot holes. So many side stories that didn't develop or just got cut off abruptly. I want you guys to go watch it to gather an opinion before you just let old Robbie slander this movie. Before I slander the directing skills of Halle Berry, the acting is always going to be what it is. When you step into that I don't know. I've never done that. Kudos to her. She made a movie. Cool. I'm just letting you know, as a fan, no. Go form your own opinion, like I said. The movie made me mad. She's got a little kid. He's a little shit. He's cute. He did exactly what he was supposed to do. He acted so well in this movie. He made me want to Homer Simpson him. There's multiple, like, I'm trying not to spoil it, love interests, I guess, with her being in love with her craft, and then so-and-so and so-and-so. It's crazy. It's a crazy movie, and it takes you on this thrill ride, but you're waiting for the loot. Like, you're waiting for the good parts. It's like one of those rides that shoots you out, like straight, like roller coasters. I like those, but like, I want the fucking like, and then the like, I like that, like the fucking Ferrari roller coaster or whatever. Cool. I like good old fashioned. Anyways, trying to change the game. Made an MMA movie that was very, like, you could tell she was dedicated to making the MMA movie. She did it justice. It was the other stuff. Go find out what the other stuff is and why it made Robert so mad. Anyways, we're going to move on. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. I would do a better movie review of Bruised with Halle Berry. It's got one of my favorite fighters in it. I'll let you know that off top. Real talk, off top. But I'm not doing movie reviews. That might be a separate thing later in 2022. Fucking 22. I couldn't time it. Anyways, thanks for watching. Like and subscribe to avoid everything that you see in the fine print in the beginning. Did you watch the beginning? The intros are what they are. I kind of try to set a tone because a little inside baseball, I do the episode and then I do the intro. So I kind of set the tone maybe a little bit. I don't know. Do I? And so, with that being said, if you guys watch the intro, what it says, Moonroot Studios presents The Quest with Robert Dylan Vasquez. Like and subscribe or be a cumsock. If you don't know what that is, you can message me and I'll tell you. I can't show you because I don't have any around. None of these subscribers have any around. So, if you're not liked and subscribed, look around your room. One might be creeping up on you. Anyways, fucking. Dude, on to the imprint of the week. If you had the chance to take a franchise, whether it be a movie, TV show, or game property that was known for its dark and serious tone, what approach would you use to turn it into something funny, Ooh. Thanks, Imprint Jones. A couple things come to mind. You said movie first, so let's just do that. I thought of like Inception, where there's a landscaper, and then there's the guy that adds in like the distractions. It's like, we're at a funeral. Why is that clown juggling? Am I in a dream? Robert, you can't stop. Not that. Stop. Whatever that is, stop. It's just what's in my head, dog. Why does my fortune cookie have a goldfish in it? Am I dreaming? But, dude, how funny is that though? Like, that's what I would be like. I'd be like, how funny is that though? Dude, Castaway's another one where I'd be kicked back drinking coconut milk. The audience would be like, what is he doing? And I'd look over, I'd break the fourth wall. I'd be like, I'm vegan now. Just start like eating leaves and stuff. He was out there spearfishing, all ripped up, lost all that weight. That's dedication. Another one, like probably anything mafia related. I'd be the guy that's like extra. They'd be like, you want to be swimming with the fishes? And I'd be like, yeah, and the crabs too. And they'd be like, no, Jimmy, no crabs. And I'd be like, what do you mean? Oh, dude. But I'd be like, yeah, give him the gabagool. Jimmy, go get the cement. Dude, I would be the weirdest of the bunch. Like, realistically, the first thing I thought when I read the Imprint was like this murder mystery, and I'm just like the worst detective ever. Like, you had like that in Mr. Magoo and Mr. Bean, but those guys were meant to be like comical. They would still solve the mystery and stuff, but I want it to be like super real, like murder mystery, and I'm just like I have the audience like going, come on, what the fuck? I'm just like, it had to be the guy with the eye patch. And it's like, no, because he had to look in his scope and he has you're the fucking worst detective ever. But, yeah, dude, that's probably what I would do. Imprint of the week. I would be the world's worst detective. Oh, God. I would want it to be comical, but I feel like frustrating the audience out of just like me being naive to any and all situations having to do with detective related work. I would love it. It would be the biggest like I don't know, common sense joke. I wanted to say naive again. Ran out of words. Anyways, fucking shout out to Imprint Jones. On to the question. What's your favorite conspiracy theory? Okay, so we can list a couple. Flat Earth, JFK's assassination, the moon landing. I remember a couple years ago. Do you guys know Anonymous? Like the V for Vendetta mask or whatever? Anonymous had a YouTube channel, and they were talking about how we were going to go to war and Obama was going to stay president because the presidency can't change over, the events of a war. And so he was going to essentially be elected for a third term, which has never happened. And they were calling him the Antichrist. And it's not that I believed any of that, but the stuff, it was like the dollar is going to drop. And they were doing the math behind it, and it really psyched me out. It really scared me. This is kind of like an unlocking memories in the question. So I'm not super susceptible to any and all conspiracy theories, but there are some. With the flat earth thing, I think Neil deGrasse Tyson said it. If you just go to the bottom, like all the way south of each of the continents, like North America, South America, Africa. I'm doing countries. Jesus Christ. I don't know. I don't know my continents and countries. I'm not going to start over because I'm already too far in. But you could just see the North Star. Or you pick a star, and it's because we're all on the globe and it all goes like this. So if you're looking at it as a flat earth, and you went to the bottom and you looked at it, it would not be in front of you. It would be like right here. Does that make sense? If it was flat earth and you went to the bottom of North America and you went to the bottom of anywhere over here, that star wouldn't be in front of you. But since we are a globe and we look, anyways, I can't defeat flat earth, obviously. So maybe I do believe in it. JFK's assassination couldn't have been one person or whatever with the I think he was wearing an eye patch as well. The moon landing, any of those. My favorite is really something that's not, it's not a conspiracy as to whether it did or did not happen, but it's a conspiracy of just why. And that is Bohemian Grove. Now, I'm not going to tell you what it is. I'm going to read what it is. So there's no bias. There's no tinfoil hat. I'm going to show you, and then I'm going to tell you. So, let's get into the meat and gibblies of this thing. So, what's happening right now is this guy, I'll name him after, this guy snuck in to this ceremony. And in this ceremony, in said ceremony, there is a pit with sticks made to look like a body. There are important people in these cloaks, robes. People that you think wouldn't be there in a million years. And they all gather for this ceremony to do this.
Victory without doubt. Hail fellowship's eternal flame. Once again, midsummer.
So they obviously have a booming ass sound system. The guy narrating, ye shall blah blah blah. There are other people with mics. And so the voiceover guy that is about to do a very good job of being the sacrificial. The thing is called the cremation of care. And so they burn this thing alive and they pretend that it's a sacrifice. It
sets us free.
Whatever this is, it's weird. Whatever it is, I don't care. Oh, they're just some guys having a little bonfire in the woods. That's weird. I've never done that during a My friend Alex and I had dozens of bonfires. I never chanted anything like that. And so the guy that snuck into this with his cameraman was Alex Jones. Now, I don't know if you guys know Alex Jones. He's a little bit of tinfoil head. But this was something, it was just next level. It was one of those situations where the clock strikes, a broken clock is right twice a day or something. That's what the saying is. I don't know sayings. question for next week. What's your favorite fucking saying? But, dude, it's out in San Francisco, about 2,700 acres. Men only. I think in the first 2 decades, there were only 4 women, like elected into like honorary membership, and they didn't even get full perks. They didn't even get like full membership perks. So that's what that tells you about that. Those big redwood trees are just like, it's just acres of that. And they have this party, I think twice a year, but every July. Every single July, the wait list is about 15 years. So I was scrolling through pictures of like, they have photographers outside, like in the woods, like photographing the cars that go by. All the dudes are over like 40, 50 years old. So it's literally like almost a retirement home, or guys that are years away from qualifying for a senior citizens discount at a restaurant going to this hideout in the woods, this club in the woods, to do God knows what. This and other stuff. The pictures are very disturbing. People like George H.W. Bush, Nixon, Teddy Roosevelt. Dude, like I said, no bias. No bias. I will read it. The Bohemian Club, an elite invitation-only social club founded in San Francisco in 1872 by a group of male artists, writers, actors, lawyers, and journalists, all means and interested in arts and culture. All of means. Since its founding, the club has expanded to include politicians and affluent businessmen. The club is known especially for its annual summer retreat at what is known as Bohemian Grove in Redwood Forest in California's Sonoma County. So, just a couple names. I'm not trying to put anybody on blast. I'm getting this from the Britannica, the Encyclopedia Britannica. I didn't want to, and then that was like, I went to CIA.gov, just a little bit of information, read of this PFP, or whatever it's called, little file. Anyways, Clint Eastwood, to Walter Cronkite, Ronald Reagan, like I said, Nixon, Mark Twain. It's just, again, not whether it does or doesn't happen. Like I said, with the moon landing or 9/11 or JFK definitely happened. JFK's assassination definitely happened. It's not whether it did or didn't happen. It's the situation behind it and how convoluted it gets, and is how, I don't know. There's something going on. Even nowadays, say what you want about variants and vaccines. Something's going on. Okay. So, they really do this. Every summer, it's called the Cremation of Care, instituted in 1881, an opening ceremony whose purpose was to make the club members carefree from the outset of the retreat. That performance took place in front of the large concrete owl, built in 1929, in the center of the camp at the Bohemian Grove. So that's what this thing is. Let me switch tabs. Oh, no. So this thing is like a huge owl. And then they just burn whatever. You know, it might have been sticks that time. But like, imagine if they were really like, they're not. I don't know. They go out and murder people? No. They probably just get real weird with it. I don't know what they do. And that's my point. So, whatever you think it is, do your research. Okay. So, the Bohemian Club has grown to a membership of approximately 2,500. Oh, God, that's so many people. Imagine just like... Okay, so they're on 2,700 acres. So that's just a lot of space for everybody. It is thought that the 16-day encampment, as it is called, involves, among other things, concerts, theater, informal lectures called Lakeside Talks, parties, casual networking, and government policy review all take place out of the public eye. I mean, that's the place to do it. You're not going to do it, I don't know. There's no privacy anymore. There are so many pictures of celebs snake jawing sandwiches and their body parts being exploited on beaches. Their security at Bohemian Grove is locked down. Nobody's getting in and out. There was apparently a Washington Post person that tried to do it. Didn't go too well for them. It's just look into it. That's a Eddie Bravo line. Look into it. Some creepy stuff. You don't have to question everything, but you can't believe everything. You can't believe everything. You don't question anything? Nothing? What about, I'll take this one from Ron Funches. What about when the new iPhone comes out and then yours just kind of stops working? What about that? No. Shout out to Ron Funches. I'm done on the dark stuff. It took a little turn, and that's cool. We'll bring it back up with the unlocking memories. But for now, we're going to leave all this conspiracy talk for the tinfoil hats, because we are about silliness and fun. And we're about weird as well. And that's why I brought it up. Because conspiracy theories and conspiracy theorists are both weird. It's okay to question stuff, but you can't live like that. Like, if you shut out everything, you're not going to get anything. I know it's simple and vague and generic in a way. You can't live like that. You can be weary. Be weary. Don't be one of those, they're going to put a chip in me. Like, calm down. If that day comes, what are you going to do? I got a little bit of silver. I got a little bit of gold. Whatever. If the dollar drops, I got about $400. I don't have a bunker. I don't have a shelter. I don't have years worth of food in case of a nuclear disaster. All the stuff that's back here, I want to be prepared for it. But again, what am I going to do? A nuclear disaster comes up and fucking tink, tink, tink. Some guy bangs his AR on my fucking... I'm like, hello? And he's like, you guys are survivors? It's like, yeah, you got to come with us. No, I got food. No. You're basically living off the grid. This is illegal. And they take us. Game over. You comply or you die. No. Anyways, I said we're going to lighten up, and I got darker. On to the not so scary unlocking memories. Unlocking memories for this week. Did you guys get your Spotify Unwrapped? Because I did. Now, a lot of people are like, oh, if you ain't got Apple Music, don't talk to me. Nah. I've been with Spotify since like 2016. Been premium for a while too. What's up? I don't like ads. I can't stand ads. And, with me listening to the podcast that I listen to, and I don't like... People give me the aux cord. You're damn sure not about to hear, like, listen to this next ad for 4 uninterrupted songs. No, dude. So... how about just all the uninterrupted? How about that? Anyways, So my 2021 Artist of the Year is somebody who is not like, I wouldn't say you're not going to find them on the Billboard 100s or top 100s rather. But the stuff that I listened to, the content that what I listened to carried, it was amazing. So shout out to Bo Burnham. That was my top artist. I was in the top fucking 2%, dude. The top 2%. So my loyalty is known. How about that? Anyways, that's way better than last year's Artist of the Year. Why? Why, dude? I understand, Bo. I do. Why? This is mine. I 100% this is real. I was in the top 0.5% of Flo Rida's listeners. I'll explain just a little bit. There's a song. There's a song that I really caught on to. And let's just say August 31st is when I found the song. And by September 1st, it had 100 plays. I really like the song, okay? Can't tell you what the song is. But shout out to Flo Rida. Oh, God. So, Flo Rida. Yes, dude. I think I spent like 577 minutes listening to. Oh. This is good. Now we're back to the weird. I like that. Don't ever get dark again. What was that? Oh. You guys are weird. How about that? Thank you guys for coming out. What's your favorite conspiracy theory, if any? There are dark ones. If you had your own franchise, whether it be movie, TV show, or game property, known for its dark and serious tone, how would you guys make it funny? There was always like Mr. Magoo and Mr. Bean. They never made a joke out of like female detectives. You know what I'm saying? Like, where was the equality then? And then it's like, you're probably behind the camera like, well, women detectives are already jokes. No. I don't mean that. I said that as a joke on here. And that sucks that I have to explain that. But for the moment, if you do the little dash back 10 seconds. All right, now you're going to have to kind of go back. I said that as a joke. I love you guys. We are growing subscribers, and that's good. Because the less cum socks that there are in the world, the better. In the world, the less cum socks there are in the world, the better. Okay? Okay. I will see you guys next week. I'm going to get out of your hair. If I'm in your hair. If I'm in your hair, hopefully I'm like shampoo and not peanut butter. Or gum, rather. I told somebody that you can get peanut butter. Or you can get gum out of your hair using peanut butter. And they were like, what? So, I got knowledge, you know? There's some intelligent substance behind this. Behind this charade. You see how my silliness is wearing out. Oh man, that was such a hard quest. Now I can go back to being normal, my normal self. I can't stand that charade. Oh, what a fun podcast. I can't believe I get to do that every week. How crap. Oh. I love you guys, and I'll see you later. Okay. Da 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 da.